Shalom, Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, Bashim Rakha Kudash, the ones to the apostles of the great millstone, and Shalom to you, brother, on highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully. We're gonna get into, some of the things that a lot of people out there in the world don't want to talk about concerning the RFID chip, and if it's real or not. For some reason, for some strange reason, people are steadfast to buck up against the RFID chip as spoken of in the book of Revelation. And you ask yourself, why is that? Why are these people so hard up on trying to disprove if the chip that is spoken of in Revelation is the mark of the beast? Alright, so let me go here first. Revelations 13 and 16, it says, "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man may buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Now, everything that's going on in the world, everything that's transpiring, and as you look at this RFID chip, you got to ask yourself, what could possibly identify the mark of the beast other than the chip? So here I have a clip of Aaron Russo, who had a talk with Rockefeller, and this is an interview by Alex Jones, which ultimately got him killed because his information he just he let loose. But I think you brothers should go and check this out. It's a good interview. He kind of just let it all out, man. Aaron Russo is one of those guys who hobnobbed with all the elites, but wasn't about to join forces with them, and this is why he ended up dead. So let me play this clip real quick.
To be interviewed by Alex Jones, a truth seeker, fighting for justice in America.
Now he's charming, it's getting me all smiling.
So the ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
everything.
you sell.
Everything is in there, And so they want a one-world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intentions.
Eric, can you be specific about when you met Rockefeller, how it happened in these discussions?
I met Rockefeller through a female attorney I knew.
Alright, so clearly, we know through the spirit and the inspiration of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that, the mark of the beast spoken of in Revelation is the RFID chip. Okay, so we don't need these guys to back it up or to solidify it for us. But on the flip side to that, to have these so-called elites, breaking it down to these other guys, who who are you unlearned individuals out there? You know, here you hearing it straight from the devil's mouth, man. You know, these Rockefellers, they're up in the upper echelon, and he said the goal is to have everybody chipped. And what was the things that he just said? If you owe them money, they'll just turn the chip off. You won't be able to buy or anything. Okay, isn't that what the prophecy said? No man might buy or sell except he who have the mark. And this is why a lot of you people are lost, man, because you don't have the spirit of the Lord in you. You know, shit. A lot of these average Joes understand that this chip is spoken of in the book of Revelation. And here you are supposed to be servants of Yahweh Shai and can't tell the difference and can't determine whether or not what's what. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. And this is why a lot of you guys don't understand, because you're not a prophet of the Lord. You know, everybody wants to be that guy. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to have the top-notch, you know, breakdowns, instead of being humble and just dealing with what the Lord has given you and the understanding he's given you. But he said he's not going to do a damn thing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants the prophets. And this is why the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, that's a secret that had to be revealed unto the prophets, man. Now granted, you know, I wasn't in the, you know, in the council or in the camps when this thing was, you know, broken down. But as I grew through the Spirit, and the Lord supped with me, and I asked the Lord for understanding, I was able to see it, and now I'm able to see it. You know, you just can't come into this thing in an empty vessel and expect to understand these prophecies and these scriptures, man. There's a process that has to go. The Lord has to put you through a process. He just ain't gonna give all these secrets to you and you be a nigga and just run off and run your chops and not know what the hell you're talking about. Okay? Ezekiel 3:17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Okay? We are to give you people warning. And the biggest warning we can possibly give you right now is the time of Jacob's trouble, which is on the horizon. Which ultimately is going to be, you know, filtered down into receiving that microchip or not. You know? We are dead set on coming out on the highways and byways week after week, giving you people the warning. Bro. So who else is out there doing what we're doing, man? You know, we've been put in a position where woe unto us if we preach not the gospel of Yahweh from Yahweh Shai. So we understand the consequences of what this is all about. So we got to come out here and do the work, and do the work correctly. Romans 10:13. It says, For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. And a lot of people are still, you know, fighting and struggling with the word, with the name of the Lord, man. Damn near 2019, and people are still struggling, trying to figure out the name of the Lord and what route to take, and if the name of the Lord is important or not. 14. How then shall they call? How then shall they call upon him whom they have not believed? You know? Now, the scriptures say, for Yahweh Shai, the spirit of prophecy. One of the prophecies is that the book of Revelation speaks of a mark of the beast, which now here in this time period, we now know it translates to RFID microchip. That is a prophecy. If you don't believe, then you don't believe in Yahweh Shai. So once again, how then shall they call upon him whom they would not believe? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? Okay? So the Lord specifically set up men who you see right before your very eyes to teach you these things. The head apostles in particular. And filtering on down to elders, prophets and teachers, helps. Because not everybody is a prophet, man. Just because you learn a few scriptures, that doesn't make you a prophet. Continuing on. It says, and how shall they preach except they be sent? How were the head apostles sent, man? Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And what was the commandment to them? Go forth and bring forth fruit. Okay? And this is exactly what they have done. And they've done it through the Spirit of the Lord. Because the Lord commanded. And the Spirit was swift upon Elder Apostle Tahar and all the other head apostles that joined there shortly thereafter. So you have to have a teacher, man. You can't just wing it and decide that, you heard the breakdown. Now you want to try to examine the breakdown that you heard. And then go from there. So the teachers, the prophets, and apostles, we're out here telling you, man. We're out here telling you. And this is exactly what we're telling you. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So if the time of Jacob's trouble is coming upon the whole world, man, don't you think that RFID microchip is going to be a great big portion of that time of trouble? And this is where they may start getting busy at that point. The guillotines might be ready to roll. Those female ray guns and whatever weapon they have. These are the things that we have to warn you about. These are the things that the prophets were set up to do. You can never say you was never warned, man. You can never say nobody's told you or nobody's broke it down to you. Nobody's ever showed you what this thing is all about. So if you believe in the Lord Yahweh Shai, then you got to believe in these prophecies. It makes no sense for somebody to say that the RFID microchip at this time is an embargo. It just doesn't make any sense to say so. Or Christianity. Because if that's the case, we've all been touched with a little bit of Christianity. So does that mean nobody can be saved? But in the whole scheme of what's happening, being a prophet, being out there warning the people, if you are not sent by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then chances are you're not a prophet of the Lord, man. Alright, so with that, Lord willing, I'll see you brothers on another show. Until then, I say shalom.